Ah, yes, we are live. Ha. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Northeast Kansas, where we have our Garou, our wonderful Garou, out by Manhattan at Turtle Lake, as they have quite a bit to shoulder on their plate. They have been given 3 different things that could possibly be worm-tainted fun times that they can deal with. So we have the potential pack that is forming with all the females. We've gotten all the female group. Well, I wouldn't say all of them, but most of them on the sept. We're looking at a possible pack. And they have got a sort of idea of what they're wanting to do, but there's also other Garou on the sept as well. So, oh, and a kinfolk. I guess we kind of have to mention him. So I assume, unless otherwise, Tim and Lindsay, that you guys have kind of gathered up to try and figure out about how you guys are going to go at this, because the 3 of you, as cool as you are, don't have the woman power to handle this on your own. You may be strong, independent women, but
I mean,
sometimes
as much as
you need some men to help.
yeah, as much as Lita would love to just go in there gung ho all by herself, she's not stupid. So,
Alexandra had to be dissuaded actively. She thought she could solo it.
oh yeah, for sure.
Caroline's
She had to be
going-
physically held back.
Yeah, Caroline's like, no. Will I have to play my flute?
So yes, Lita has called for aid from any willing Garou to help on the sept.
And I will think that'll give the opportunity for the rest of the folks to intro.
Okay, with your good silence, I shall volunteer as tribute. One Ball McGraw in this particular incident, I'll say that on the sept he just happens to be in lupus form. I'll just say for argument's sake, he has lemon pledge in his mouth. By lemon pledge, I mean a shiv which is coated with lemon pledge for added lethality. Don't ask. And he eventually, perhaps hearing the call for aid, will momentarily put the lemon pledge down and respond to the call for aid in, well, when he responds to the howl, I'm presuming they're doing this in the Umbra because otherwise, it's going to attract a bit of attention. His accent, his notable speech impediment seems to follow through with his howl. I mean, I'm not quite sure how exactly you could implement a Scottish accent into a howl, but, essentially it sounds like he's responding in the affirmative. Basically, One Ball McGraw, Bonora, Ragabash is responding and will help.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
So they're on the bond, which, in her howl she would have asked anybody that was willing to help to meet at that certain location on the bond near the big tree, because that's where we always go. It's like the one tree on sept.
And I would, Endurance the Nightmare would have been there.
As expected, as he was previously invited, Lita would be upset if he didn't fucking show up.
Alexandra, for her part, she does have a dedicated baseball bat for vandalism purposes, and she is just practicing her swing. She seems very excited about all of this today.
Caroline's cracking her knuckles, like kind of kicking her feet a little bit, trying to keep in mind the things that she was learning from Lita and Alexandra.
All right. Oh, we've got what, 5 of us, and has our lovely kinfolk showed up yet?
Oh,
No.
he'll finally show up at the big tree. Still in the process of brushing all the dirt off of him because those ready cleansing suck. But for some reason, the warders insist on it every time you enter the barn. He'll
Oh shit.
come up with his unoccupied bag and brushing dirt off of his shirt. Dirty wrinkle.
Alexandra looks and smiles and says, I certainly hope she was hot.
I'm not sure what you're talking about specifically.
She points to, all the dirt on him and stuff.
That was just me and the warder. Right.
Oh, fun.
Caroline smiles and kind of looks at him, and she says, "No, he's just trying to take on his namesake. Isn't that right, Dusty?"
No. Hey, Sean,
Anyway,
is the warder of red talent?
Yeah.
oh, that's beautiful.
The warder probably really gets off on it too.
On what? I'm sorry. What I miss?
So the warder probably gets off on watching me roll around in pain with every rite of cleansing.
Yeah, it's kind of a wry amusement.
He probably insists on 2.
Nah.
Just a really long one.
Nah.
Alexandra will ask, so you coming with us?
I definitely can. I mean, going to be a big number of cameras.
He came.
We're hitting the university, so I can break into there again and
Lita will pipe up. He was useful last time, so yeah.
She'll look to Lita and nod and say, awesome. Don't die.
That's kind of plan.
Hopefully he
Never is
won't.
a plan.
Hopefully he won't really have to see combat, but you never know what could happen. Do you have a knife or something with you, dude?
I got a pistol.
That works.
A gun may draw a lot more attention than what we would be normally doing.
Do you have a silencer?
Silencers actually do not reduce the amount of noise, it merely redirects it.
She shrugs.
But in the movies, they're always so quiet after they put on a silencer.
But that's not how silencers work in real life.
What? I thought those movies were based on real life.
Lito looks surprised that Endures the Nightmare has actually seen a fucking movie.
What do you think I do with the kinfolk all day?
Alexandra's going to look over to Endures and say, you know how Galliards embellish tales to make them seem more grand?
Yes.
Movies do much the same.
Oh, okay.
Although, Alexandra will take off her knife and hand it to Dusty. In case you need to do it a little more silently, or in case the gun jams, or literally anything else.
He'll take the knife and you realize, when he takes it, about the best grip that he has for it is like a butter knife.
Oh my god, this brother has strength 1, doesn't he?
No, he's got normal strength of 2,
Okay.
and like the same dexterity as your average person of 2, and no melee. You're giving a sharp object to someone that doesn't know how to use it.
Okay, yes. Yeah, she'll just ask you. You don't even know how to use this thing, do you?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to show you some things when we get back then. Takes back the knife because she doesn't want to get stabbed by him in combat on accident.
Even though it probably wouldn't hurt a Garou.
Hey, look. Alexandra will just say, just stick close. Don't want to have you get separated and, well, something happens to you.
That would be bad.
Yes,
very
the
bad.
squishy kinfolk should stay in the center. She does this wink.
Why did you do that?
She's just implying humor. Lita, when would you like to leave?
Well, if this is all we're gonna get, we should probably leave now. It's fine.
All right.
All right.
Onward march!
So, the big question, the wonderful question: how you all getting there?
Well, since we have a kinfolk that can't cross that can't step sideways, we cannot take the Umbra. So.
Caroline probably has like a minivan if everybody can pile into that.
Sure. Let's cloud car that bitch.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yep, everyone
Fucking
into Lupus.
all these raging death machines crammed into a minivan. Let's do it.
All the rage in one tiny little vehicle.
What Alexandra is going to do, she's not going to mention this to anyone, but as they get into the van, wherever Lita sits, she is going to put herself and Caroline directly in between her and all the dudes, just in case someone accidentally touches her in a way she don't like. Alexandra really does not want her frenzying in a minivan.
That's pretty fair enough.
There's a lower chance of Caroline not frenzying, but she still might.
Alexandra's pretty chill as you. Oh, okay, no, she hella extra, but.
Okay.
And I guess we all file in and drive there?
Yep.
All right. So you guys make your drive onto campus. I'm gonna drop that because the band is. It's pretty loud. You can hear it's getting closer to the start of the school year, so you can hear the band practicing as you come up onto campus. Come down. What is this? Dennis Avenue. Denison Avenue. Anyway, and you guys have the same situation here. I'll pull up the map again, so you got a rough idea what you guys are looking at. Share screen. Here we go. So I'll let you guys decide. Just let me know how you want to move the map, and you guys can decide where to park and how you want to get at this thing.
Caroline will ask, so where are we pulling up at? I know we were checking out the greenhouses, but is there anything else that was interesting? Like, I know there was probably some files.
Files would likely be in the Throckmorton Plant Sciences Center.
Okay. We could pull around back so we're not as close.
define where around back. Are we talking about B15 here, or
We could walk from the like B13.
over here by Hamburger Hall?
Yeah. So it's not that close.
Well, the problem is Umberger Hall is their video and photography majors.
Ew. B15 will work.
You may want to consider D4, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Lindsay, Saicha? Okay. As they're parking, Alexandra will look to the group and say, all right, for those of you that were not there when we were planning this thing, plan is very, very simple. We're going to try and get in there best way we can. Stealth is going to be preferred, but sometimes you have to go loud. Our priority here are going to be the worm-tainted, genetically engineered plants that they are creating, that Caroline and Dusty have supplied us the information for. And the notes they have that can allow them to reproduce those materials.
If you want to link everybody what Caroline read, because she has eidetic memory, she'll say it word for word.
And it'll be these 3 greenhouses: the South Range Greenhouse 1, 2, and 3.
Alexandra will also throw out, our priority here is the plants, not the people. No need to go in full ham, murdering everybody. Though if people get in our way, then we ensure that they are not in our way.
If we can avoid killing people, that is best.
Yeah, that was just exactly what she said.
I'm just confirming it.
Ah, right. Right, so no kill everyone challenges. Okay. Gives a 1 pour up.
Okay, and I guess we just pull over to D4.
Okay, D4. It's a little difficult to get a parking spot there at D4. This is this week and next week is move-in week, so you've got people taking that are have got their cars out there. Their students coming back to campus, unloading vehicles. You know, families saying last goodbyes, whatever have you, out in the parking lot in D4. Though it's getting later in the evening, so that sort of thing is starting to wrap up, but there's definitely actually people on campus now.
Could we park in D6 and walk over?
Yeah. Or D6 over here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Which is more the health center, so that's going to be parking for the health center as opposed for the halls, which are going to be, you know, dorm rooms and stuff like that, or
Yeah, that's where we'll park then.
Also, if anyone has the rolls room,
I got
do need
it.
that.
I'm gonna. You should bookmark it. Bookmark.
You know how many? I have like 3 rolls rooms bookmarked.
And by the way, the Rolls Room is also linked on the Facebook page.
Oh, if it's linked on the Facebook page, never mind.
Well, I already gave you the link, so there you go.
Make sure that got in the right. Of course it didn't. Put that there. All right. So you guys get parked there on, get back to that, on campus at the D6 parking lot over here, next to the dining center and the three halls here, which are probably dorm apartment sort of facilities. Unless I'm mistaken. These two should be for sure.
I'd say we would kind of like make our way around the heavily populated dorm rooms, trying not to make a scene.
Well, it's either go through the dorm area here or go through residential. Your choice.
I mean, my question is, why don't we park in B13, A18, or A28?
B13
Yeah.
and A18 we've discussed because this area right here, I believe, Chris, didn't you say was...
The photography, and one of those buildings is the photography majors. The other one is the video majors. Video and video editing majors.
I don't know what
about
A28 there, but...
Yeah, I was about to mention A28.
Yeah, A28 is not particularly.
Well, okay. So could we park in A28 then? That would be closer.
Yeah, puts us hearing hall, but yeah.
Okay.
All right, so A28 it is. And then I assume coming up one of the pathways here up towards the science building.
Yes.
All right. There's no active classes going on, and it is the weekend, so the buildings are open, like that first floor and everything, but the classrooms are pretty much locked if you do decide to go into the plant sciences building, because none of the offices or the classrooms are open, but the building itself is until 8 o'clock.
Well, I think at least a couple of us should probably check out the Plant Sciences Center, go back to their research room where they were recording all their information, and see if they've got new stuff in there that needs to be destroyed or taken.
If we bring a whole lot of people through there, though, that will raise attention. I wouldn't really recommend splitting up, but if there's a lot of people going through this building.
Well, I mean, I can try and get in there by myself because it keeps me in range of the Wi-Fi, so I can keep program running to do a loop on the videos. That way, y'all aren't recorded at the greenhouses.
Alexandra kind of breathes, sighs, and says, "Still, it's not necessarily good." Sean, I can see Charles is okay.
Okay. Yeah, I was over on the messenger. I was trying to flip through stuff. I'm going to stop it for now, so I can look at stuff.
But Alexandra will look to Lita and say, I'm not sure how you feel about him going by himself."
I'll go with him.
If it helps, I'll go with him. If there's anyone who comes to try and, distract us or interfere, I do have a little trick, and that could ensure that we keep our heads on. But I should probably be sitting to Hamid first.
Yeah. Are you any good at picking locks?
I can have a go.
Sounds better than me then.
Okay. Right, so what do you want? I need to roll Dex Larson.
Don't set off an alarm.
Are you guys going up to the old office room?
Yeah, and while we're going up, I'm going to be logging into the cameras and connecting into the cameras for the greenhouse and setting those on a loop before they get in, so that way.
Okay. I'll need you to go ahead and make rolls for that.
Okay. Intelligence computer.
Mm-hmm.
What diff?
8.
Okay. Computer aptitude drops to 6.
Yep.
Got 2 successes. Damn those 2 ones. Would have been 4 for those meddling ones.
Yeah, isn't that always the case? So 2 successes to get in. All right.
Let's see how well I do on the looper. It's like 4 successes on the loop.
Okay. Noted.
So, I guess it goes. Timer starts now. My battery has about 2.5 hours of battery life.
And you still have to backdoor out of that too.
Yeah.
Okay. 1 second.
All right.
There. I gotta no suspend. Okay. All right. So Chris has got the loop set up, and they are going to go up. So Chris and Wamba are going up towards the offices. What's the other group?
All right. So if I understand things right, Dusty set up a loop for the greenhouses as well.
Yep.
All right. So Alexandra will look to Lita and just say, "Sounds like Dusty got everything situated. We can go in and out if we need to." I'll wait for her to tab over and unmute.
Me?
Yes, she was saying that to Lita, that everything's situated for the group to go into the greenhouse and do what they need to do.
Okay. Lita will nod and have everyone go forth.
Yeah, Sean, I'm heading off with Chris and one ball.
Okay. And then the other half of it is.
So the guys are going into the building, and the girls are going into the greenhouses.
Wow.
Yeah, because well, from what I understood, the greenhouses were where the worm-tainted plants were, right?
Or at least where their experiments are growing.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me pull back up the screen share here real quick, because it will be important for us folks that are folking about outside here. So you guys are coming out around which end of the building here? Let me see if there's a compass here. No. Okay. So we'll just assume that this is north. So the east or the west side of the Science Center to take a peek at the greenhouses.
Oh, I'm sorry. What?
Okay, so you guys are going to visit the greenhouses. The ladies are going to the greenhouses to get their roses.
Yeah, pretty much. Although Alexandra would prefer ashes.
So how are you guys coming around to the greenhouses? Because from where you're parked, you're going to have to either go through the science building or around the science building.
We're probably going around the science building.
Yeah,
it's
we
just.
have rage.
Is it just the three of us that are going?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Can we step sideways and take the Umbra?
well, I mean, it's not quite that far. I don't think.
No,
But
you're
I
looking
mean,
at like a block.
okay. I don't know if we were worried about being seen or not. That's the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay, then.
yeah. Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm cutting you off.
Well, if we don't care about being seen, then we can just walk there.
Yeah, our main thing, which was
We
the
could-
cameras. And sorry.
We could step sideways. It might give us an extra layer of security.
But I will say, if we want to do that, we can do that, but that does take time. And Dusty, it does have limited battery life to keep that loop going.
True.
It's up to
True.
you, though.
And we could get one of. We don't need to risk any of us getting stuck. All right, we'll just walk.
Alrighty. So, how are you walking there? East side, west side, or through the building? Dykstra Hall is on the east side. West side is Wildcat Landing, and then you can also go through the science, either one of the two south side doors, and then there's only a north exit that'll put you right here.
West side seems better because that's away from the photography area.
Yeah, I was gonna say the west side. I don't want to go through these buildings here.
All right.
So yeah, let's go around the west side.
All right. As you guys come up this sidewalk there, go ahead and give me perception alertness checks.
Okay.
Cut the.
How much alertness does Alexandra have?
What is the alertness for? Is it site-based or?
It is site based.
Okay, so then I'm at diff 4. 5 successes.
And Alex has 2.
This Stephen there hosting the X-ray vision.
I got 1.
Okay, so we'll start with the bottom and build our way up. Lita, those definitely look like some greenhouses there.
Right? At least you know she's going the right fucking direction.
They are the biggest greenhouses you've ever seen. These big, long facilities that look like, I mean, you can, I don't know if you saw it when I had the map up, but it's about as long as the Throckmorton Plant Sciences Center. So these are not tiny greenhouses. But yeah, them greenhouses. Tim, you get a little bit more. There's definitely security. To your estimation, they look like rent-a-cops. I feel so intimidated. Steven, you got 5 successes. Yeah, rent-a-cops don't carry guns.
Caroline will pull them close and say, they have high security over there. Those aren't just any normal guards. They have.
In fact, Steven, you can see that the outside patrol is at least in pairs, one for each of the 3 greenhouses, at least from what you can see on the outside.
There is tight security, and they have weapons, not just regular security.
Lita frowns. Of course they have their goons guarding it. What do we want to do?
Well, we have a few options. We could try to sneak past them. we could force our way through, or we could come up with an alternative option which might take too long, and then the cameras will stop repeating.
Well, I mean, probably the fastest thing to do would be to just. I suppose we could try and sneak past, but I know some of us sneak better in other forms, and we can't really take those forms.
Give me 1 second, actually. She's gonna use Sense Worm on the people that are walking around.
On the security guards?
Yeah.
Or the randos? Okay.
The security guards.
Yeah. While that's happening, Alexander. Sorry.
Are we close enough to sense worm?
That's on you guys. How close are you getting to this building?
Out of sight?
That's going to be really hard because it's all... here, let me pull it back up. It is all pretty much open around... Let me pull back up the screen share.
Okay. Because I'm not going to lie.
It's all open road and everything once you get past the Throckmorton.
Okay. Because I'm not going to lie. I was just imagining us sticking our heads out of bushes.
I mean, you guys could be like on the side of the building here, just kind of like where you can get an easy clip of the side of the building without being, seeming too innocuous. But if you're going to get like up in here where you kind of need to be for a sense worm check, you're going to be seen. So there's no real stealthy way about it. So while you guys are thinking that one over, I'm going to flip back to the other team. So the men, the manly men, the men inside the building doing manly things.
Yep. Because women are handling.
We've got to actually get in there first.
Yeah. Well, the building's unlocked, but the room. Well, I assume Chris can lead the PCs up to where the office area was.
And I'll lead them up the room they were in.
Up there's a on the third floor, I believe. I don't want to, contradict myself, but if I remember correctly, it was the third floor. Something like that. There's the offices. They're about midway down the hall is the office that has been given towards the King Brewery's office on campus for research and, science, plant science and blah, blah, blah. The office is dark. The shades are pulled. After the incident from a couple months ago, the door has been made a little less easy. It has, instead of one of those normal just bolt locking doors, it actually has, and I know Chris has seen them on campuses, where it's the actual little punch number code, not electronic. It's still like physical door push and unlock. So it's not just a key that's or just kick it in. It has some finesse to it and some difficulty. And that is the situation presenting you guys at the office right now. Surprisingly enough, no security.
Yeah, one ball McGraw is just going to look at this whole thing. He'll be a little semi-theatrical about the whole thing. Just basically do the whole plumber routine. How basically how a plumber earns like enough money to get a Big Mac. Literally just that. Just look at the numpad punch key thing and just go. Oh dearie me. This is not going to be a problem. Just get me some screwdriver, a couple of tweezers and shit. Actually, I got all that stuff already. First thing you obviously shall do is check to see if there's any wires on this.
It's It's mechanical, not electronic.
All right. Okay. So, yes. I've used one of these things before, so I know exactly what you're talking about. So, I mean, they kind of work by having like this. You know how locks work? You know, they have like their thingy in them. Basically, I think probably what he's going to do is just try and open that up very, very, very slightly. You know, we're not trying to like. We are trying to tamper with it, but we're not trying to cause too much damage to it. So it's readily available that it has been, for, so some, some innocent bystander or some security, rent a cop or whatever won't just come by and say, "Wait a minute."
Yeah, so it can be readily put back into place.
All right. So what is this? Dex or intelligence and crafts? I'm assuming.
Assuming you're wanting to get the faceplate off of it, and they're using kind of larceny as a theft / security kind of thing. So we'll just go with larceny if you got that, Dex larceny.
No, but I do have the certain merit, which the Jack of all trades merit.
That is totally.
I could make this easier on myself if I used Apecraft's blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Are the windows shining?
They're not shining, but I mean they're glass, so the blinds are pulled and everything. They're definitely reflective. I mean it's a no-brainer.
Can I just step sideways, step inside, and just open the door from the inside?
I'm gonna stop you right here and right now. Say let's walk through this process. You are in a public access building, and you're going to want to step sideways in this public access building.
Okay, maybe I'm just missing something, but all right.
Right, Sean, just so you know, I've rolled for Apecraft's blessing, and I've got a -1 on the Dex. Just to use these tools, so that's going to be a difficulty 5 if it's standard.
Okay. I think it'll be 6 because it's a padlock. It's a little above, just trying to pick a lock. It's just it's
right. Dex larceny, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Will my Dex specialty of precise count for this?
Yes, very much so.
Okay. Right. Let's see if we can get with 4 dice. 2 successes.
All right. It's not perfect by any means, but you definitely get it off. It takes a little bit of time, but it is. I assume you're trying to take the front plate of it off, right?
Yeah, just to get so we can get access to like little twirly thing inside, so we can kind of like, basically unlock the bolt. Not the bolt of the mechanism. It basically stops the handle from going down past the point where the internal mechanism of the door would allow us to actually open it. I'm not using the right terminology, I know, but it's been a while since I've worked on these things.
Yeah. So it takes some time and some effort, and you get the front plate of it off. It's not the most quiet procedure, but luckily right now you got the building pretty much to yourself. It's a Sunday evening, early evening. No one's around. School hasn't started yet. Offices, everyone's left them like long ago on Friday.
Yeah, even McGraw's going to like pay attention just solely to the whole, clicking and clacking. I mean, how much you said it's making a lot of noise, but I imagine that McGraw, being McGraw, is probably going to make it just a little bit more, not intentionally noisier, but with him moving his hands about, but just him like chattering to himself. It's going to be interesting to see what his compatriots say or behave in response. McGraw doesn't do things subtly or quietly. But we get the fucking door open. Come on, you fucking boss. You'll be Jakey. Click, clack, clack, back, boom, however.
Does swearing at it actually make it easier?
Yes.
All right. And so once you got the faceplate off, you're going to basically start trying to take the mechanism and so that the door can be opened.
Mhm.
Okay. Go ahead and give me another larceny check then.
Right, do you need same as before, or do you want me to use? Are we saying that the Apes Crest blessing still applies to this, or?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, that's fine. Right, still B6 and 2 successes.
Awesome. All righty. So you guys get the door after some more fiddling with it. McGraw finally gets the mechanism to comply with his not necessarily percussive maintenance, but he's a bonar. This isn't delicate. Like, well, if I unscrew this and I can, it's like, well, this ain't working. So maybe if I get it a little harder.
Yes, it's aggressive tinkering.
Aggressive tinkering. I like that definition. Yes. So before you guys get to the open door, I'm gonna flip back to the other group real quick, especially since I got a question here from Steven that he can go ahead and throw at me. Okay, I need to get rid of plants with chemicals. Let me.
Her
You
whole
have
basis
science,
is
right?
that. Yeah, I think she does. Let me double check. No, she doesn't have science, but I figured she might know since she has a lot of knowledge about plants.
Yeah, yeah. Since Alexandra's question is, since Caroline knows how plants work, she also knows how they die.
Do you have any like herbology or anything like that?
She has Occult 2 and Medicine 1. Basically knowing initial stuff about that. She also has Survival, but I don't know.
That would be
If
more
any
of
of that
you
appl-
know how plants what plants are good for applications for occult and medicine purposes, but not necessarily how the operation of, aside from, let's go down to the Wally world and get Weed Be Gone and that call it a day.
Okay. So she knows how different applications for them, but she doesn't know exactly the best way to kill them.
Right. She knows plant application. She doesn't know, well, this weed killer is going to take this much time, but if I want an instant solution, I do this.
Fire. Always go with fire.
That tends to be players' instant solution to everything.
Okay, fine. Bleach and ammonia.
Okay.
She'll just say, "I know the best way to keeping them alive, but killing them not so much."
So, how's our lovely team coming together on?
We're gonna masquerade as students.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm ready for this.
I'm gonna do something weird just to see what happens because we do need someone that knows shit about plants, just in case. And Caroline doesn't quite have the dots yet, but that's no biggie. She just knows how to apply them. Hey, Sean.
Mhm.
Alexandra has a very neat background on her sheet called Ancestors.
Mm-hmm.
Think she could roll for that and see if she
Can definitely make an ancestors roll. That is diff 8, correct?
Yeah, diff 8. She's gonna try and get fucking some dots in herbology.
Awesome.
I figure that's ancient enough because I can't really go for botany.
All right.
Watch this botch, guys.
Oh no, don't.
Watch this botch. It's a straight fail. It's a straight
fail works. That's not as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
Okay.
You shake the magical ancestors magic 8 ball and it comes up. Future is blurry. Try again next time.
Yeah. It says get all our ancestors say get good, you fucking scrub.
Okay. So you are the person who will be persuading, and I'm the person who gives the knowledge to make them think that it's true.
Okay. Fair.
I'm ready for this. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be good. This is
So, what Alexandra's going to do, she's going to pant very deeply, get herself worked up a little bit, fan herself up, and she's going to say, "We good to go?"
I'm ready. How about you, Lita?
There. She nods and she'll follow.
uh-oh.
Okay. And so Alexandra is going. Oh, sorry.
I was just noticing the speaker malfunction there. I didn't know if that was.
Alexandra dives out, and she looks. She kind of changes persona from arrogant sass queen to kind of like an anxious overachiever.
Mm-hmm.
She starts kind of looking around. It's like, guys, I think it's here. I think it's here. Her gait even changes. Like she's taking her stride becomes smaller, and she just takes more steps to do things.
Caroline kind of pulls her hair back and puts on her reading glasses.
Jinkies. All right, how's Lita getting in on this? This will be good.
So, what exactly does she have to do?
The two others are just trying to be as nerdy as possible.
Oh, well, let me see here.
Oh, your speaker's getting real. Your sound's getting real choppy.
Is it? Is that better?
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I just had to click, switch the mic off and then switch back on. I mean, God, I don't see how she could be nerdy per se. She'll just
Be the popular
She
girl that just follows along with them.
Why not?
Oh my God, she could be a mean girl.
She could be a mean girl. She could just be that bitch.
Be Daphne.
Be Daphne. Oh yes, she'll be the Daphne to y'all's Velma. How about that? So yeah, I guess she's just gonna act like herself.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
As you approach the two guards at the, I assume you guys are approaching the first greenhouse.
Yeah.
They'll kind of flag you to a stop. They, as gruff as they look compared to, I mean, they look like your standard campus police. Not they don't have a campus uniform, but their posture, their demeanor is, they're guards, but they have a very warm kind of, how are you doing this evening? And that very approachable feel. I'll ask you how you're doing this evening.
Oh, we're doing great, at least right now. How are you guys? She's bouncing on her feet right now. She seems very excited and just very anxious. She has a lot of nervous energy right now.
Caroline just kind of leans over. She's like, are these the greenhouses?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Listen. We have a very specific project we need to do. It's one of those like really like it's one of those like honors classes, and you have to do like projects before class starts. Basically, we all that we need to do is we just need to gather some info on some of the plants in the greenhouses as part of a presentation.
I'm so sorry. We totally spaced, and we are doing this way too late.
Yeah, this was silly. I'm so sorry.
Well, I know that they have some information in the offices. I don't know when your project is due, though, because they're not open till Monday.
That I think that would be kind of way too close, right? Because then,
Oh my gosh, it'll probably be late. Oh.
yeah.
Do
Okay.
you have your student IDs?
Oh no.
She'll check
We left it
her.
in the dorm, didn't we? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I never forget anything. Like she just kind of looks over at Lita and looks over at Alexandra. Oh my god, did you guys bring yours, or did we forget it at the party?
Oh my god, we fucking forgot them at the party. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Oh my god. Okay.
That's it. He'll just kind of put his
Panicking,
shoulder
I'm
on you. It's like just calm down. What we can do is, if you have your driver's license, we can go over to our offices over there and do a look up on your student ID.
Caroline looks over at her shoulder and she's like, "My purse! I don't have my purse! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!"
This is just the worst day ever. You go to your first party, you get drunk, and then you end up cheating on your boyfriend, and then he breaks up. This is the worst. Okay, Alexandra's crying now.
What are we gonna do?
Lita's like, I don't even know with these two right now.
At this point, the officer just kind of like is like, okay, and we'll immediately turn to Lita and go, be like, like a bunch of these, you with the like not saying anything, but
she'll nod and kind of give an apologetic look.
Hey, he'll kind of move over to her and kind of ask, do you have a student ID, driver's license, we can expedite this with?
Well, that's funny because I don't carry a purse, and my stuff was in Caroline's.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
The crying gets louder.
She's looking like she's pacing back and forth.
Look, these my friends, they really, really love plants, and they really want to get their project done on time, and I'm just coming along with them to keep them company. Could you just let us in, please? Just this once.
I'm sorry, unfortunately, I can't do that, ma'am.
Oh no, oh no, my parents are gonna kill me if I fail this.
First generation in 5 to go to college, and this is how it is. This is how it is.
Please. Like,
This is out of character.
She reaches for the guard's hand. She's like, please, I'll do anything.
Okay. Yeah,
Gosh, that is not something to say on a college campus.
That is not something to say. Sean, shall we roll? Shall we roll fucking charisma expression or charisma?
Yeah, charisma empathy or something.
Charisma. Well, it's not charisma. It's more you're trying to get them to let you in, even though they're not supposed to. So that's technically more manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go with manipulation subterfuge.
Nip sub, okay.
I get 3 almighty dice for that.
I have 4.
I have 2.
She's not necessarily the best liar for a Shadow Lord guy. She's really good at being loud. So is this modified by Alexandra's supporter merit?
So,
Actually-
Chris, I have to ask you something because I'm using your generic NPC sheet.
Okay.
Competency is for all their dice pools?
No. Competency skills they're good at. Otherwise, you use their rank for the shit they're bad at.
Okay. Since they are a little more than rent-a-cops, so something sort of like on police officer level, but not quite, where would you file picking out lies at? Are we talking competency?
Resistance.
Resistance, okay.
Okay.
You guys
now,
all have better dice pools than this NPC. Congratulations.
great. Now, two questions here. One is, this is a group effort, so can Alexandra add supporter to everyone's dice pools? Because it's a flat 1 to everyone's.
Sure.
All right.
Yay.
My next question: does supporters -2 diff to social roles apply to this?
I'm going to say on this case, no.
Okay.
Right.
What?
I'm gonna look at her stuff real quick.
Chris, are we doing the flatting out of like before you guys roll?
Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Chris,
Oh,
Chris, are we?
I haven't rolled yet.
Chris, are we doing? Because I know during the scene that Sam was doing last night, he was doing contested rolls. Are we going to switch to the contested roll rules where it's the diff is set by their, or are we just going to stick to the dice roll versus 6?
Let me see where Puppy Shy is.
Okay. Because that changes their difficulty probably drastically, and my difficulty drastically. Because instead of it being a flat 6 across, then it's based on, yeah.
Yeah, and if you remember, though, Alexandra had also activated Persuasion.
Oh, fucking.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yep, her diff goes down by 1.
Also, it means it has even more effect than it normally would.
I mean, diff 6. Caroline already got 2 successes.
Yeah, so let's see how many Alexandra gets. So, is it cool for me to roll now, or shall I wait?
We're waiting to see what we're gonna decide is the difficulty, because it could be just we're going to do the normal contest like we have been, but since we've had some shifts here, we may be going with the rule where it's, you know, your difficulty is set by their perception, empathy, or whatever the case have you.
The werewolf cloak uses flat diffs.
Flat diffs? Okay. Then flat diffs it is. Your guys' rolls are good.
Okay, sounds good. I'll go ahead and make my roll. I'm going to drop a willpower because fuck the police.
The only exception of the flat diff that it gives is for larceny, because larceny is against perception alertness.
Okay.
As the diff.
Oh, shit.
Well, of course the Galliard slam dunks this one.
Yeah, Alexandra has 6
Theurge managed.
successes.
Yeah.
So the Galliard, who has Persuasion active, got 6 total successes.
Jesus.
Caroline got 2, which she doesn't really have very much of anything when it comes to manipulation subterfuge, but she still managed. She has 1 and 1.
Jay, it's almost as if I'm from a tribe that specializes in manipulating others.
Gee, I know, right?
So,
Do you kind of want to mix it all together since we're kind of going at the same person? 3 girls are basically like, please.
but they're separate roles. So here's how it is. You got two officers, who are trying to assess the situation here. Campus map going. Yeah, there we go. Totally, as far as Alexander is concerned, they kind of on the melt there. As far as the other two, though, So they turn to Alexander because she's, 5 successes. Holy crap. Or 6. Excuse me. I said,
First, 6 successes with persuasion.
all right, here's what we're gonna do, because if we send in too many people, it'll be our asses in trouble. So here's what's gonna happen. You can go in and get whatever information and notes you want to be, and we'll wait out here with your friends. There are systems inside the greenhouse. Please do not mess around or tamper with anything in there.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
So we're going to put you guys on hold before Alexandra gets sent into the woods alone.
Yep.
And we're going to flip back to the other group that has now managed to get into the offices.
Huzzah! Success.
Success. So the office layout is same as last time. I'll update Jason since he wasn't there for that scene. It is like a lobby area. So you've got your front desk and a few tables and chairs and your odd fake plant and your infinite copies of People magazine. And then there's a hallway that leads back to 3 offices in the back of the building beyond the receptionist desk.
All right. Wambo McGraw's first. He's going to take out Lemon Pledge and like point towards the plant in the reception area. Is that the cunt we're after?
Yeah.
He's asking his comrades.
Chris, Charles.
I pick up a People magazine, kind of look at it idly, and say, "Huh, is this what people actually look like?"
Right, did you not hear it?
Yeah. He's asking you a question, guys.
Basically, Wambo McGraw pointed out the plant in the reception area and asked the two of you, "Is that as he took out his Lemon Pledge shiv? Is that the cunt we're after?" In his gruff Glaswegian accent.
Oh, and Endurance is just flicking through the magazine.
I don't think so. For here, we are looking for paperwork, documentation of any of their research. I'm going to hit their computer and see if they've got anything there. If I see if they got anything there, I mean, take the hard drives. Okay.
Okay. I'll attempt to. Well, I think we'll keep the door shut. Maybe not. I don't think so. That's for you. And he threatens the plant with his knife. That's for you. You best not be telling anyone now about this, or else we'll be coming back.
Awesome. The crazy Ragabash wins the day.
Yeah. Crazy awesome murder hobo.
Well, if you want me to kill it, I can, dig it up and pee on it for you.
And one more girl goes off to assist in the searching of the officers.
All right. So which one are you guys going into first?
I'm going to go into their computer room first.
Okay. So the second one. You guys go in there. It looks like a nice, I wouldn't call it an upscale like corporate office, but clearly this is the office of the guy who offices this place. Officely.
Yeah.
The desk is very big to compensate for his lack. It's made of oak.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
So, their computer in here? Again?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Guess I'll open it up and their nice hard drive inside for me.
Yeah.
My hard drive now.
Okay.
Put that in the side bag.
Okay.
There's only one computer in this room?
Only one computer. It's the computer for the desk.
Cool.
And it's one of those, like, you know them, Chris, those like little like Dell 9020 Optiplex things, the ones that you might confuse for a paperweight instead of a tower.
Yeah. Then I guess I'll look through the drawers and filing cabinets, see if there's any notes.
Okay.
Would you like me to make a perception investigation?
Perception investigation roll. Sure, go right ahead for that. I'll be right back. I got to do something real quick.
I got a success!
Well, there's things we want in life and we don't always get those.
Maybe.
Not really.
It's a donut account.
I've never played Dota. But worse. But worse. Just, it's been longer since we played Smite. We never played Dota together. We played Smite. Yeah, we could. I prefer Smite. What do you say? Smite we could go to. Or,
Then my second one.
that's all.
You know, when you're doing magic.
Yeah.
When is Scrolls Elder Scrolls Legends?
I think it's out now, isn't it?
Oh, this isn't actually.
Yeah, they're pretty nice.
All right, sorry about that.
Okay, I got a success.
Okay. There's been quite a few papers. You know, it's really hard to find anything of use because they have been busy and successfully like papered to death the file cabinets with soil samples and, you know, tests on the plants and sunlight tests and water tests and water and soil composite tests and sunlight quantity ratio tests. And, you know, about this point, you're like, I just am really tired of hearing tests about soil, water, plants, and consistency of everything, including the manure they're using to grow the plants. I'm about ready to burn this file cabinet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my messenger bag won't hold all this.
Nope. You might get a folder of it. You will get the A section or whatever section you decide to take. Which colors your fancy? The water tests, the soil tests, the manure tests, the sunlight tests.
The tests on the plants.
Tests on the plants. Well, they're all tests on the plants. They're tests on how they respond to the soil, how they respond to the water, how they respond to fertilizers, how they respond to... So they're all tests on the plants. They're just varying factors of the plants.
Did they have a shredder in the room?
Yes. Yes, they do. However, they spent so much budget on the table and the computer and the office space. The shredder is this little tiny one that you fit over the top of your trash can and could maybe handle about like 4 pages at a time before it goes.
So I guess I'll take a step. Go. Very well. Open the door. Hey, do you think you can shred all these for me? There's in the shredder right there. Even a couple pages at a time.
Yes, send the lupus to run the shredder, please.
I kind of just, Endurance kind of just looks at Dusty for a moment, really confused, looking at the trash can back at him, and
Oh no, I was
says,
looking at one bug when I said that.
Okay, good. That was about to be like...
I trust a bone gnar with a shredder more than I do a child.
Or
I was about to say, yeah, I can shred them for you, but I don't know how to run that.
Out your way, I'll do this shit.
All right.
And he gets the shredder, puts it in the appropriate position, and he extends his hand out. Give me the shit for shredding.
And I guess I'll just move a bunch of the folders all the way onto the table.
McGraw quickly realizes that with the thickness of these folders, this is going to take all night and into the next morning with the shredder that you guys have.
This will probably take a long time. Do
Hey,
you
Sean.
want to expedite the process?
Hey, Sean, can I shift to Lupus?
If you want to in the office.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot more better probably than the hall, but I don't know what cameras Chris has covered because I know he said the greenhouse is in the hallways. So,
Are there any cameras inside the room?
go ahead and give me a perception check, standard.
Okay. Perception alert. I assume. Yay. Awesome dice pool there. I got a success.
Yeah, not that you can see.
No, but
So,
I'll roll for one more if that's okay.
yeah, go ahead.
3.
It's a little inconspicuous, but it's one of those like top corner, like really small, inconspicuous.
Yeah, one board just kind of like do a quick double take at the camera. I'll kind of point it out. Which he shall say as he approaches it, still pointing at the camera, just to emphasize the point that he's discovered something. Someone's being a wee bit cheeky.
All right, so we're gonna hold that there for a second. We're gonna move down to the crew back downstairs.
Okay. So she has been given leave to, just Alexandra's been given leave to head on into these, right? What Alexandra's going to do is she is going to turn to Caroline and Lita and say, okay, guys, I'm the one that has to go in there. I can get you guys too. I just need you to tell me where to go. Where you need me to go.
Okay, I guess that's sense worm to get a general direction of where the plants would be.
Yeah.
Would that be sensible?
Yeah, that. So you're going to do sense swarm. Well, you guys are in front of Greenhouse 1, and you know for certain that's where the hops plants are being tested at. Cereal grains testing is in Greenhouse 2, and in Greenhouse 3 is grape and vine testing. Grapevine testing.
And all three of those are fucked up?
All three of those are currently, yeah, they're all processing testing. They're just doing different things. So each of these big, huge greenhouses are doing a slew of tests.
And all of them are, in fact,
is-
worm-tainted?
As best you can tell from the information Dusty gathered, that it may not be that all of them are worm tainted, but they're all part of this King Brewery's experiment. So it's pretty fair to just make a blanket assumption. And
Is
Garou
since
looking-
Worm, like, if she's wanting to... Sorry.
Ooh, hold on.
Here, hold on.
what?
Okay. Is Sense Worm a smell-based thing, or is it a like sight?
Since worm
Would
is
that
more
affect-
of a feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so she wouldn't get any buffs with that. Good.
More than
No.
a feeling.
Yeah, it's like basically a more powerful primal urge.
It's like sense magic.
3 successes would have been 5 if she didn't get that one.
Well, are we going with area? Are you picking a specific target area?
She's kind of looking at the general area of the greenhouse where she would
General
have a
area
gut
of the
instinct where to go.
greenhouse in front of you. The greenhouse is definitely above average worm taint. The
Okay.
area about from the stuff that's there, from the fact that King Brews is there, it is all at the very least above average.
All
The
of it.
area. The area just from interactions, from what's been going on here, it is all at the very least above average.
Hmm.
Can I also roll sense worm to see if I can get anything
Sure.
else?
Are you going to specify on a specific area, or are you just going general?
She's gonna look more closely at the greenhouses specifically.
All right.
Yeah.
Any particular one, or
Well, since she knows that they're all
Mhm.
tainted, so she just wants to know how much.
Okay.
So what is the difficulty for that? The difficulty depends on the level of worm taint.
Right. It's above average. We'll slide it down below standard. Go 5.
Okay.
Can I
Four
roll
s-
for another greenhouse? Oh, sorry.
4 successes on that.
Okay. You start with the first greenhouse, and you're like, okay, that's definitely worm taint. You're sweeping all 3 of them kind of in a general, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Second one, okay. If the first one was up here, the second one's about here, and then
Okay.
the third one, you move the scale down, and you go up here.
Okay. So that Lita's alarms go off in her head. That is definitely the most important one to her because it is the most worm tainted. So
The grapes,
she's gonna
huh?
look to Alexandra and she's gonna say, I think that the one all the way in the back is gonna be the best for your research project. You know where the grapes and stuff are.
Okay, thank you.
All right. At about this time, as I assume Alexander is going to start moving towards the third greenhouse.
Tim's such a
I know. I'm doing stuff. Oh, and I have to BRB right quick. Sorry.
Okay. So, okay, he's muted for now. Just let me know when you're ready, Tim.
Yeah, it does suck, but
So you play a game that's not tight over with.
You guys want to play Animal Crossing? No. Or you said. Terraria. They have a server. Ark. Remember when we used to play Ark?
Was there something that you were needing to do, Stephen? Or waiting on Tim?
Can Caroline make a general thing about the grapes if there's a specific area where he needs to go?
No, that would be too finite, and you're not close enough to the building for that, or in the building. And even if you were in the building, that's worm taint levels that it'd be really hard to pick out among the. It's wormy there. It's hard to go. Well, this area has got the speckled ass of the worm, and this one's.
Okay.
All right.
Well, do you have your stuff with you?
All right. Well, since we're still waiting on Tim, I'm going to go ahead and proceed and assume that Alexandra is heading towards that building. As Alexandra starts going into the third greenhouse, and when Tim gets it back, I'll handle how that starts going. One of the security officials, walkie, comes up. Ground Patrol 3, could you please maintain lockdown on the site? We have a situation in progress. Over. Yeah, this is Ground Crew 3. We'll inform you if anything comes up. At that point, he'll turn to Lita and oh, okay, Tim's back. Cool. And you have an awful idea. All right.
So she's going to that third greenhouse, the one with the crazy worm taint.
Yeah, the one with the crazy worm taint. Into the greenhouse, into the deepness. Yeah. So you open the greenhouse door, or walking in and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You come in and you see just two well, not just two, but like rows upon rows of these grapevines, really pretty thick. The lighting is starts to come on as you come into this greenhouse. Doesn't seem to be anyone inside, but there are cameras around for security purposes. But to your knowledge, Dusty is taking care of those, so that shouldn't confront you none.
Okay. Is there any kind of tech or anything keeping these things sustained?
Nothing that seems obtrusively obvious. I mean, you got your sprinkler system, in case it gets cold, you've got your like little heat lamp thing set up and things like that. But it's a greenhouse, so those are not used except for in extreme conditions. Um, so aside from the standard fare that you'd see in like a greenhouse or something like that, it's there's nothing here that's jumping out at you as like, oh, they're injecting them with the serum and
Okay. Is there any kind of are there any kind of chemicals around you?
um, not offhand aside from the fertilizer and stuff like that that they would use to fertilize the plants and everything.
Okay. Okay.
As you're looking around though, kind of poking around this place, go ahead and give me a perception alertness.
Glorious. Hopefully this gets me some.
It always gets you something. It may not be what you want, but it'll get you something.
Watch me botch, guys. Watch me botch. With 3 successes.
3 successes. As you're walking by, like in this almost like TBGB's horror movie like vibe, you're like the senses on your back like creep up, like something is coming up on you, and then you whip around, and nothing there. Like, okay, whatever. Keep going along, and it seems like it's always like out of the corner of your eyes or something that like, you swear that the vines like move or do something, but you look and it's, man. Yes, creepy as fuck. Like,
Oh yeah.
like,
Mhm.
like that almost like if you're a Garou, and this place is wormy as fuck. It's almost like it's fucking taunting you. Come at me, bro. You know I'm here, but fuck you.
So with 3 successes, she definitively is pretty much able to tell like these vines are animated.
Like, not that they're animated. It's like it's like on the edge of your mind, like that paranoia in you seeps in, like you want to believe they're animated, but it's like a split down the middle, like that animalistic Garou side of you's like, oh yeah, these are animated, and you're like more logical human side's like, yeah, but there's no evidence. What proof do you have that these things are? You're kind of split. You're not sure what to make of it because you can't put your finger on it. You don't. It's not like you whirl around and go, aha, I caught you. It's always like corner your mind, back of your mind, so you can't like.
I'm gonna do something real stupid then. Real stupid. Know how you said you can't put your finger on it?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you put your blade on it?
Okay. Okay. I'd like to know what exactly is going through your mind.
She needs to know what exactly is up with these plants.
Okay.
She has no idea how to take them out right now. To her, it seems like they may be moving.
Mm-hmm.
Her pack mates are right outside.
Mm-hmm.
So if something pops off, the worst that can really happen is something happens and those guards outside pull her out and they're like, oh my God, are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then they try to kill her to keep her silent, which means, hey, we can go ham anyway. Or she stabs her blade into the plant, and then nothing happens, and then we have to find some other way to take him out.
Okay.
Or she just goes into the.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Let's do this.
So here's what I want you to do.
All right.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be great.
All right. So I need you to give me, I assume, a Dex melee.
Okay. It's diff 4 with a knife.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this botch or some shit. No, there's 2 successes.
So what's that one sound or
Do I need to roll damage?
I'm gonna go ahead and let you have damage because I'm about to be a giant dick.
All right. All right, and then this one is 3, and plus another one is going to be 4. There goes. It's just 1 lethal.
Okay. Um, right as you cut, and you 1 lethal is still pretty good. These are vines, and you kind of cut a couple of those vines out in front of you. I don't know what would be a good representation for 1 lethal's worth of vines. They're grapevines, so I guess like a clean swipe in front of you. Declaring wonderful surprise and going for grapple, the vines from behind leap out and grab and make a grapple. I'm going to take a brief hold,
Okay.
and because I'm going to finish up Walt, because that'd be sort of incongruence with what they were going on. So Lita and Caroline, you're outside and you hear the guards basically go, we've got a bit of a situation here. Can we get you on a alert status outside? And they copy that. And I need a perception alertness checks from the both of you.
Okie dokie. I have heightened senses up, so.
Unless it applies to sight, which it won't. But she got 4 successes.
I got 2.
Okay. You got 2. What about you? Okay, 4. Oh, Jesus. So let me get the map back up here, because that's going to be kind of important to our discussion. All right, cheering. So there is this wonderful shed facility up here. As soon as you hear that, one of the garage doors on the shed open up, and out comes one of those, like, they're not like a golf cart, but they're definitely one of those like facility management vehicles that, and 2 people are inside it, and they drive it down past the north of Dykstra Hall towards the Plant Sciences Center. 2 of these security guard looking individuals.
Caroline will kind of lean over to Lita and be like, well, what do you think?
Okay, what exactly did she hear?
She saw, at first she heard that, hey, we got a situation here. Can you lock down the greenhouse? And he's trying to play nice with you. So he's like, yeah, I got it. And it's basically giving you guys and your friend the hurry up cycle. As the 2 cart, by this time, by this time, why am I blanking? Alexandra is already inside, so
Yeah.
but they're not going to see her. But this cart
Is there
comes out and starts heading towards the Plant Sciences building.
Okay, is there any way for us to go like around the side? Maybe away from these guards that we're right in front of, and just kind of maybe act like that we're really concerned, wanting to know what's going on, and just go around to the side,
The side of the plant
the
science.
greenhouses.
He's there. The two officers are going to follow you, but yeah, you could.
Okay. Alita doesn't really want to go anywhere without Alexandra.
Same.
Okay.
So, but she knows. She knows that the others are over at the plant sciences building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. She's gonna look at Caroline and she'll say, let's take a little bit of a walk while we wait for our friend, huh?
She'll probably be a little while, huh?
Yeah, she will.
All right. So we're going to flip back to the main group, or not the main group, the guys group. Of course, I would call it the main group, who have discovered the security camera that is in the office. I know I'm a sexist. I'm a horrible pig.
Yeah, and one more is just still pointing it out and saying, "You cheeky, 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 cheeky lass." And if there's still, and if the two other Garou in the room still haven't caught on, he'll
Garou
actually,
and kinfolk.
yes, Garou and kinfolk, he'll actually kind of like grab them, drag them over to the corner where it is, and then point it out. But only if they don't take notice of it.
I guess just
Yeah, this one was not on your whole sweep of the campus security cameras, which means that this one is a special cheeky little bastard that's on a separate network.
Yep.
So, and one more McGraw puts his arm around. Sorry, what was your character's name? Dusty's shoulder. Do you possibly think you can find out where that goes? And if you can, do we think that we can? Well, I probably meet your friend here. Go down there and commit a wee cheeky rampage.
Is it where someone on the ground can reach up and grab it?
Yeah, it's an office. It's an office, so you could probably reasonably reach up and.
So I guess I'll grab the camera.
Okay.
Is it wired in?
Yeah.
Cat 5 or fiber optic?
Cat 5.
Amateurs.
Hey, they're on a budget. Don't question them.
Does it have audio capabilities?
A Cat 5 can carry audio.
Right. Yeah, one board's just going to look into it, just like really close, eyeballs.
Okay.
Like this.
They're not particularly concerned with audio. They just more want to get identification. So there's no, while it could, there is no active mic on it.
Yeah. So I will see how much slack there is in the Cat 5 game.
Pretty fair amount of slack.
Enough to get it down to where I can hold my laptop in one hand with the Cat 5?
I don't know about that. You'd get enough slack to where, maybe, you would still need to be on a ladder with your laptop, like at least a step stool, a little higher than that desk is to get it to where, or about the desk side or something like that. Something where you could get it in order to. if you wanted to basically look at it like your laptop was like this and holding it standing on the desk, but you need like a short ladder to be able to get to like the last 2 steps to be able to, actually have it at a reasonable working height.
Oh yeah. Hey Sean, quick question: is there a desk in or a small God, what do you call those things? Not footstools, not
Stepladder?
coffee tables.
Coffee tables.
Yeah.
There's a coffee table in the reception room. It's very cheap and untrustworthy, but
Is the table here heavy enough to actually hold someone's weight?
the desk is the table out in the reception room, not so much.
And that's where the camera is in the reception room?
No, it's there in the office that you guys are currently in.
Sweet. Help me push the desk up against the wall. That way I can stand on the table underneath the camera and plug in. That way I have a direct connect to the server. Or wherever they're sending this to.
I guess I'll push the table over. I'll help him out.
It's an old fucking table. This shit's heavy.
Yeah, I only have like strength 3.
So we managed to get the table pushed over and under it.
Okay.
Unplug Cat5 from the camera while I'm standing on the table, because I assume that's about the right height.
Yeah.
Plug it into the laptop. When I check the remote in, is it going directly to one place or is it going to a router? And then from there,
It's going to a router.
router connected to the internet.
Router.
Or would you like me to make intelligence computers?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to.
What diff?
You're just checking to see what it's connected to. You're not trying to actually get into said network yet, right?
Right, I'm just checking what the router has on it.
Then standard.
Okay, -2 because computer out.
Mhm.
Right.
Yep.
Guesses?
Looks like that it is connected to a LAN.
Okay, but no WAN connection.
Correct.
Yep.
Well, it's wired in. That there's a local group here, and then it's a WLAN out, wireless LAN out of this local network. So there's, I guess, better description. There are 2 local networks: the local network for the offices group that you're currently in, and then a wireless LAN out of here.
Okay. Where it's doing, the router's doing a wireless backhaul to another network.
Yep.
Okay. I have to start jumping to that network from this one.
Also, while you're doing this, you are of the understanding as a computer person that I am doing an additional operation to the generic operation of keeping the camera block going, which is killing battery at double time.
Oh yeah.
Which is cutting into your guys' operational time.
Oh yeah, I know it is. Because this is not computer friendly or power friendly. What diff?
We will. You're actually trying to get into the network now.
Yep.
Okay, we'll bump that up to 8, which will bring you down to 6.
4 successes.
You're in. Surprisingly enough, though, unfortunately, once you get onto the local network, that they have another wall barrier. They have another pay gap once you get to the W land.
Oh yeah. Roll again.
Yep. They're doing everything they can. It's like, we can't beat you, clearly, but we will slow you up at every opportunity we can fucking get.
Got another success.
Cool. One success is a bit sloppy and time-consuming, but you do get in there.
Okay. So since I'm in the router, the information that was coming from the camera, does it show where it was routed to?
It'll give an IP address and can you? Okay, Chris, you're gonna have to help me out because I'm not sure here. Can you discern location from that? As far as
you can discern which IP, and the routers will even keep the MAC address, which tells you which physical device, but it doesn't tell you geolocation.
Gotcha.
But you can then go, when you're connected to that, to the router, you can then go and try and break in.
Gotcha.
For the fun hack.
Yeah, so it'll give you an IP address and everything and stuff like that. But since it's a local network, you can't get actual physical location. But you are aware of the device in question, and
I'm trying to break into that.
Alrighty, that'll be 8 again, which will bring you down to 6.
Damn, 1 success.
Not going to be one's not going to be enough to get into this. You can make an extended roll on it. Mm-hmm.
7 successes.
That is, it's like shit. This is a little fuck you, oh fuck you, yeah. Suck my glasswalker nuts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Balls deep, bitch. Okay. For the other 2 people in the room, while he's doing this, by the time he gets doing this and is about ready to do his fucking happy dance on his goddamn laptop, can I get a perception alertness checks from our 2 Garou companions for our kinfolk buddy here?
4 successes.
Because I'm not paying attention.
Yeah, you're busy. 4 successes. Christ. Charles?
Give me a moment.
Okay. Just making sure.
I don't see Jack.
The lupus is mesmerized by the kinfolk computer magic going on, and he's like, "Oh."
Wait, I said I went to Lupus, right?
Lupus,
Even if you were at a lower diff, your ones canceled out your successes.
Yeah, so. Okay.
I didn't think you had because they had discovered the camera and.
Okay, then I guess I didn't.
Yeah. The Bonar got 4 successes though, which is more than enough. Well, all this wonderful hacking and everything is going on. You notice noise back at the door again at the front of the office. As it sounds like you could say a small group of people, like 2, maybe 3, are approaching the door. And then, because they're being loud and very obtrusive about it, we're at the front office beginning checking procedure. So, I'll give you guys to simmer on that a bit, and we'll get back to the other group over here. So, ladies, Can you
Team-
feel me?
Team ladies rule.
Ladies, so Lita and Caroline are heading back.
Yeah, we said we were gonna go go walk around while we're waiting, but we spotted them walking to the place, and I assume we're like nonchalantly going that way.
They're basically in. Have you seen one of those like campus maintenance vehicles? Like it's not a golf cart, but that's a good accurate way to describe it. It's a golf cart with some more bigger wheels and actually for carrying stuff in the back, and so I guess a small like tractor kind of thing would be a good way to describe it too. I don't know. But that's what they're riding into the offices, and they go inside the back doorway to the building, the one that's near to the. Let me get the screen share back up. Basically, they are coming. They come down here, come to these parking lots here, and come in this back door right here, at the back of the Plant Sciences Center.
Okay.
And use that, and they're clearly. I think, considering the situation that you guys are currently in, I think it's pretty obvious to you guys what the heck's going on here.
Are the guards following us from before? I mean, we're not around the greenhouse.
No, once you guys start heading back towards the Plant Sciences building, they have their job on this matter, and they're going to simply stick to that.
Caroline will just kind of mutter. She'll say, "The kinfolk drew attention to himself, I guess."
What do you want to do? You want to go in there, or do you want to try and see if we can get around to the other side of the greenhouses? And she's saying this in a very low tone.
Yeah, same with Caroline. There are two other Garou in there.
I know that we were supposed. What we were supposed to do today was attack, but we can't do that today. We don't have enough. There's not enough of us. You see how many guards are over there. We can't take them all ourselves. And especially since there's a kinfolk here. We just can't.
I think it might be smart that since there's two Garou in there, that they may be able to get out before everything goes nasty. But we have to really worry about what's going on with Alexandra because we don't even know what's going on in there.
I know.
And you guys are up away from the building, more towards the Plant Sciences, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. She looks at Caroline. Do you have a phone?
She pulls out her phone.
Why don't you?
She's wearing guys' jeans, by the way.
You can. Oh, what is it? Message her, right? Lita does not have a phone. She does not use Weaver boxes.
The Weaver boxes are fun.
I think she has. Oh wait, no, I don't think he has a number. Oh no, she has Dusty's number. She'll send a message to Dusty saying that security is coming their way, and it's a lot of security.
A little late, don't you think?
And she'll say, check on Alexandra.
And then she'll message Alexandra saying, "Are you okay?"
Speaking of Alexandra,
Roll initiative?
oh hell yeah!
She's not responding.
What is she? I missed why she's rolling initiative. What happened?
She got jumped.
By vines.
Yeah, she's about to
Oh.
plant some memorized plants or whatever the fuck these are.
Okie dokie.
I mean, Caroline knew they were worm tainted. That's why she was a little hesitant about
Lita's about to go find
Ah.
a bathroom and step sideways and go to Alexandra.
Right?
All right.
Wow, that is some absolute tripe. Okay, whatever. This dice gen is well established for the longest time. It hates me, so
Oh,
I guess
no.
I'll be to the player's benefit. All right.
All right.
You go
Oh,
first.
shit.
Specifics are not necessary. It's a coin flip. Either I was going to win it or you were going to win it.
All right. Can I just get out of this room?
Can you? You're grappled, so there's.
Grappled? Okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, she has to get out of that grapple.
Mhm.
She's going to do something kind of silly. She's getting a rage for entering combat. She's
Okay.
going to see if she can't pop another form real quick so that she can have the strength to get out of these vines and then make it outside,
Okay.
relaxing to breathe once she's able to get it.
All right.
I am going to spend... Krenos is bigger, which means it's more noticeable.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to pop a rage, and I am going to pop... She's not that stupid. She'll go Glabro.
Okay.
And she'll drop 2 for extra actions in case she needs to.
Okay.
And now I need to roll Strength Brawl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this.
And I will roll strength ball as well. It'll be diff 6 and da-da-da-da.
Okay, so... Fail me now. Rolls fail me. Completely and utterly fail me.
Yes, indeed. You're still grappled.
Yep.
So on their action, it has already got grappled. Some neighboring vines will add to that grapple. And as that is going on, one of the vines comes in and starts to try and, because I assume you don't have your mouth open or anything like that, right?
No, absolutely not.
I'm going to give, we'll just make it a straight strength because that's more or less what's happening here. Trying to pry your mouth open.
All right. Whoops.
Oh, shoot. That would be helpful if I went with the command correct way. Tie goes to defender, so.
Woo! There we go.
Regio actions.
All right, she spent 2. She's going to see if she can't break out of this. How many does she need to beat now?
She needs to beat at least getting out of 3 groups of vines. So the 2 rage actions and your next everyman.
Woo! Do they all get their own independent rolls?
Yes.
Damn.
Well, not all together. I mean, like, shoot, no. I mean, I figured each action would be contesting against one of the vine groups. Not all that would be. I'm mean, but I'm not too mean.
I was going to say, damn, bro. Do you allow willpower to be spent during combat actions, such as getting out of grapples and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did I take this? Oh my god, I did take this. I just realized, Sean, I have a mare called Double Jointed.
However, it is a willpower per round, so
Per
you
action?
can have one, not per action, per round.
Okay, so I can only spend 1 right now, and then 1
Yep.
at the top of the everyman. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I am going to go ahead and make the first roll to get out of this.
All right.
Double jointed reduces my diff by 2, right?
I am not super familiar with that one. I do have the group book, so let me. Merits and flaws. Double jointed, yes. Require anything that requires flexibility. such as wiggling free from opponent's grasp, reduces your diff by 2. That kind of sucks for me. I'm going to have to admit. But that's okay. I think I got a pretty big dice pool to work with.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, shit. All right, let's drop the willpower on that one then. Bam.
All right. So, fail on the first one, which means that we'll still go through that, you're fighting off the other ones, but the first one is still attached to you.
Okay.
So we'll move on to second rage.
Alrighty then.
Okay,
There we
got
go.
free of one of them.
I'm out of one.
So we're around to next everyman.
Yep. And
Any more rage drops before we...
she has 2 left. It has not dealt damage to her. She is going to drop 1 more rage.
Okay. For extra actions.
Yes.
Okay.
Although, if you run out of rage in your game, do you lose the wolf, or does it
No,
have
it's
to be
rage and willpower as per book.
Okay, I know some people do it as just rage.
They're losers.
Yeah, no, it really hurts. Then fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna drop 2 more. Fuck the police.
Okay.
Try to break free of this last one, or trying to break free of this other one because it's 3 total. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 3 total, and you've only broken free of 1. And
Okay.
this is a room full of them, so at the end of your everyman action, it could get a little teethy ugly.
Yeah, that's why she wants to get up out of this.
Yeah, the longer this goes on, the more it's to their advantage, not yours. All right.
Yeah.
So go ahead with your everyman action.
Alrighty then. Luckily, she has 2 actions, so it can only be a couple at a time. Okay, so there she goes. She has 6 successes to break out of this next one.
And that'll do it, yes. You're down to 1, but they've got their everyman. So
Okay.
it's on the losing stick of this right now, so it will take... I'm going to go ahead and have it make 1 grapple roll for a group of vines.
Okay. Can I resist that?
Yes. No, because you spent your action trying... Well, crap. Chris, what's the rules on... because I don't want to, like...
You can use one of your rage actions that you have remaining and convert it to a defensive action.
Okay, there we go.
Okay. If that's going to be its turn, then Alexandra is definitely going to try and wiggle out of that.
Okay. This dice gen really likes you, Tim. I mean, it screwed you a little earlier, but now it's like, okay, Tim can't get fucked like with no good. That's uncalled for, Sean. Knock it off.
I'll bring it, bro. I got 6 on this next one. So
yeah, you managed to be like, nope, not any more vines in this. Nope. The ass rape stops now. So you burnt for 2 rage actions, and you spent 1 for a defensive, correct?
I burnt 2, and I had to convert one of my 2 into a defensive, so I have 1
rage
remaining.
action. And you've got 1
Right.
group of vines on you left, so...
All right. She didn't spend willpower in this turn, has she?
No, not that I'm aware of.
Awesome. She's going to spend willpower on this one. Because she is getting the F up out of this. She is not going to die today. There goes 7.
7. Chris, for the purposes of breaking grapple, who is considered defender? Because if he's breaking grapple, that makes... Or if Alexandra is breaking grapple, does that make Alexandra the attack her, even though.
One second. Checking the also well-worded grapple rules of death, doom, and destruction.
Chris, you're reading a White Wolf book. Well worded is never the word you should use for it.
Okay, poorly worded book of death, doom, destruction.
I got backups ready though. Got a couple of children guy in my back pocket.
Oh, Tim, why would I want to kill you? Why would I want to kill
Bruh.
you, Tim? I just want to make you happy. And what would make you happy right now would be a BSD, wouldn't it?
No. Well, actually, that would make me happy because I could deal ag to it.
Nah, I don't kill people. I just make them happier inside.
Hey, at least Alexandra knows what the fuck's wrong with these vines. She don't come out and be like, guys, we need to handle this shit today. She gonna have some stories about this shit.
Alexandra is about ready to go. This is Sparta.
Kinda. When she gets back to Sept and she fucking lives through this, she's gonna sit there and talk about how she personally fought the tendrils of the worm herself and lived to tell the tale.
Huzzah. And I'm not even a rune. Booyah.
Sorry, it's taking a moment. Okay, with the wording of how grapples are, trying to break the grapple is you being the aggressor.
All right, so no dice. You're still grappled.
It is unfortunate.
The reason why is if you score 2 or more successes than they did, then you're capable of automatically reversing the grapple.
She's not trying to reverse the grapple right now. Right now, Lita and Caroline need to know what they're dealing with, and Wampum.
I'll give you by the time the second round is over with. You hear a. I received a text while I'm fighting for my life.
That's totally fair.
Well, you're fighting for your life with typical hentai.
Yeah, right.
Well, we don't have Pack Link, and I don't think Alexandra has Mind Speak, so we kind of have only one way to communicate.
It's fine. We got this.
It's quite literally that one soda. What's it called? Tentagrape or something like that. It's a grape flavored soda of some variety or another.
Okay.
So
we're at the top of the round.
Top of third round. You got one latched onto you, firm as day.
All right. This is going to be one of my not quite a last-ditch effort, but if she's out of rage, so can she split her dice pool between getting this last tentacle off and then GTFOing?
Yeah.
She'll do that. I'm going to drop another willpower. She's going to be real low on willpower. She's going to have to tell a lot of stories, guys.
3 you've spent, correct?
Yeah, 3 so far. I have 6 total. And would you look at that? I have pretty much the same dice pool for athletics and for brawl, so
half whichever's the bigger, and then roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yep. There goes 4 successes with the willpower.
Still pretty solid, however, 6.
Damn. Coming back. It's coming back.
Yeah, it's starting to. The dice chin's down. It's like, nah, I won't let it get away. This is interesting. Let's prolong this shit.
Ooh, wait a minute. Although, since she halved her dice pool, she still does technically have 3 more dice she can do.
If it was the gambit was to half your dice pool, then. However,
Okay.
one of the second vines will come back into play and try and open your mouth again. Open wide.
What? That shit.
Straight strength.
Oh boy, it's gonna get bad. Double joint is still applied to this?
I'll say yes.
Okay, because at this point, homegirl's contorting and all that. 4 successes.
There you go.
Blam. Alrighty then. Yeah, now you let me know when I can take rage again because she's pretty pissed off at these vines now.
Yeah. These vines are pretty pissed off at you.
Yeah.
It's like you're supposed to lay dead. I have a special gift for you. Just sit down, be quiet about it.
It's going to put the lotion on his skin.
I'm gonna fill you with the love of the worm.
Yep.
I do not want. Do not want.
All right. So top of every man again.
Okay.
Tim.
We're gonna try this one more motherfucking time. We're gonna try to do that split action because that's the only that's the best option that she's got at the moment. And she's hoping that homeboy just gets a bad whirl. Okay, I got 3. Damn!
Seeing as you're being like really belligerent about the struggle, just go away, Firefox. I don't want you. I'm gonna go ahead and make and roll, and it will add another vine into it, so it's back up to 2.
Okay, well I still can. I believe if it's a resisted action to grapple, that doesn't take an active action. I believe.
Christy, stop the grapple rules out. God, this is like the most ass backwards complicated section of the.
It's bad in every game, bruh.
Like D&D, it doesn't matter. Fucking grappling is where it gets stupid.
Yeah.
A successful grapple to at least begin a grapple begins with a successful strength roll.
Okay, yeah.
And that's it.
All right. And if they're already in a grapple and they have to break the grapple, which means that I'm just adding to the grapple with another grapple, then
You have to successfully hit with a strength plus brawl roll. But since a grapple already, your difficulty to hit is reduced by 2.
oh,
So roll your strength plus brawl, diff 4, to see whether or not you can actually get Alexander and continue the mind and time.
yeah.
You exceptionally continue to find hentai.
Yeah, can I take a rage at this point, Sean?
At the frustration of this, sure.
I'll take a rage. Yeah, I think, yeah, Alexandra's going to need a Krynos up for this.
These persistent little buggers just they're in that that stage of, man, you know what, I'm you down, I'm just, you refuse to stick, you fucking.
Yeah, so she gets a rage back. You let me know when I get another one, because I'm gonna definitely. Alexandra's mad as fuck.
It's too bad this is a greenhouse. You can't really see the moon.
Yeah. So I'll roll the shift because I need that rage for extra actions and whatnot. Luckily, though, shifting to Krynos is only like if it's the next stage, and she's in Krynos now.
All right, that'll be her action.
Yep.
Are you spending that rage you got right away for extra actions, or?
I'm gonna spend it for an extra action.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Then it's going to go and try and pry your ever flipping mouth open in Krynos, because, you know, why not try for stupid shite that probably. Because that was its plan, but it did not anticipate a shift to Krynos, and now I'm going to fail miserably.
Okay. Does she still need to roll against that?
Yeah, a strength check.
Okay.
Straight up.
Straight up strength. Alrighty then. And since double jointed, there's 5.
Yeah. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured. All right. Your rage actions are, ma'am, in this case.
Alrighty then. So she's gonna try and get right up out of this grapple again. It was a opposed strength ball?
Yes.
Okay. Fucking double jointed Krynos, let's do this shit.
Someone needs to learn Kalindo, clearly.
I've got 4.
Ah, you got free of 1.
Okay.
So we're back to every man.
Okay. She's gonna try that bullshit one more time. Splitting that dice pool between getting the fuck out and getting the fuck out, if you know what I mean. Luckily now, though, she has a significantly higher dice pool.
All right. So every man, you're gonna try and do the split again, or?
That's probably going to be the best idea since she wants to get up out of this.
All right, so go ahead and make your roll, and then I will throw up the contest.
Okay. I'll do a willpower on this if she really wants to get on out. And that's 4 out of 6.
There's
Ooh,
one.
There's one.
And, all right, so
damn.
their
All right.
every man is that, well, they were sick of playing teasy bo teasy with you. Let's see if I can find the attack I'm looking for here. All right, so I am going to go ahead, and one of the vines is it's kind of hard to describe because the book says it's more or less trying to like burrow and dig into your flesh. So I'm going to need to make a successful dex roll check.
Okay.
Diff 6. And it is successful. And so how this works is until you get free, take 1 lethal, which is going to mean too much to you because you're in flipping Krynos.
It also means I get a rage.
Yup. Well, it says, hey, Chris, can you help me out here? It says 1 health level, but does not specify the health level in question.
It's probably the uppermost health level.
It's 1 health level per turn. It says on a successful Dex plus Brawl roll, but does not specify whether bashing, lethal, or ag.
Where's the role that you're pulling it from? You can send it to me over Facebook if you want.
Sure. 1 second.
Okay. Just that way I can get some context.
Yeah. I don't know what other context there is right there. It's that one at the top of the page, the box. So you know exactly what is being dealt with.
Yep. Let me track down that book in my directory. God, for having all different books, right?
Mm-hmm. We're on like what, Tim? Round 4 or 5 about? Tim?
Did we decide yet if it was lethal bashing?
Yeah, that's what we're trying to find out. I'm just trying to figure out. We're on like round 5, right?
Yeah.
About okay. I'm just trying to figure out where we are time-wise.
Considering since the source says that normally hundreds of them attack a single Garou, I'm going to say it's lethal.
It's lethal?
Yeah.
Okay.
To take down a Garou, it takes hundreds of them.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, that's why they have a big, huge fucking greenhouse full of the motherfuckers. So, lethal. It is.
Okay. Soakable?
Yep.
Yep.
Awesome.
And it's a Dex Brawl 6, unless, of course, they're grappled by other binds, and then it's 3.
Yeah, we already did that one. That was for mine.
All right. Ones don't remove from successes, right?
Correct. On
All
a
right.
soak roll.
I soak it.
All right. It will be like that every turn until the grapple's broken. So.
Okay, so it's not going to be reinitiating a grapple. It's just trying to kill her now.
Because from the way it reads, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, it seems like that this is a subset of the grapple. Or am I reading that wrong? Like once it has grapple, then it can initiate this until grapple is broken. But if the Garou attempts to break the grapple, that still has to go through the whole silly grapple mechanics.
Yeah, Garou attempting to break has to go through silly grapple mechanics. And
Okay.
I think
So this is just, it had to spend an extra action once you were grappled to do this, but it will keep going until you break grapple. But it doesn't cost it an action.
Damn. All right. There are how many of these grappling are now? Is it one or two?
It's like it takes, because you're in Krynos, a lot of these vines, but it's like you kind of wandered into the place, and so you've got one section to the left of you and one section to the right of you, but it's like a whole like section of these vines. It's not just like one vine that's massively holding down a Garou.
Yeah, but I just mean in terms of like how many grapples I need to break.
Yeah.
It's two.
Two.
Okay.
Yeah, two.
Awesome. We're gonna try and I'm not gonna lie. Alexandra has motherfucking 6 stamina, like 9 strength. No, not 9 strength, 6 strength. I'm sorry about that. She don't have 5 strength. She can out. She can. All this thing needs to do is fucking fail one time. So, yeah, just gonna roll to break free of 1.
This has been about like what? This will be 6th round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. She's gonna take a bit of a gamble now. She is going to spend that 1 rage that she took, and she is going to try and break out.
On every man and the rage?
Every man and the rage, which means that during the next round she'll be able to come on out.
Okay.
There goes 5.
There goes the 1. It is going to attempt to get back its grapple that it lost.
Okay. Okay. Which means it's rage, which means Alexandra's gonna break out right again.
All right.
There's 7 during the first one.
And 7 on the tie, which will go to the vines.
Damn.
Since we're now, what, 7 rounds deep?
Yeah.
For Lita and Caroline, I need, while you're having your wonderful conversation, if we should check up on people, I'd like a perception alertness.
Is it based on sight or
sight?
Okay.
I
Four
got
successes.
3.
Yeah, you look up from your conversation and you're like, huh, the guards aren't there where they were by the 3rd. Oh, they're making their way around towards the back. Oh, there they go.
Oh shit. Yeah.
They're kind of putting the book on it.
Lita's gonna follow. She's gonna go. She's gonna motion for Caroline to come with her.
I mean, Caroline will go since her pack leader told her to go that way.
All right. right, back to Tim real quick. This will be round number top of round number 8. We said right or 7?
You just said, yeah, you said it's been 7 rounds. I think it runs around 7.
Okay, top of round 7. Let's. All right. So it's they got the second one on you, and you couldn't break out of it on rage action, so you're still at 2.
Okay. I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
The vines are currently set up so that way they can basically, so that way they grapple a Krynos. If there was a sudden and very jarring shift in body mass, could she potentially just slip out that way?
I would say that you could potentially get an opening for that. Yeah. I would still say that on their everyman they could make a chance to snag at you again, but that the grapple would be broken by that insta shift, and you could try and make a panic run, but I'd still rule that they could get a chance on their action to make a glancing attempt to try and grab you.
All right, I'll do that then.
Okay.
So what are we doing for that?
What I'll do is, since I assume you're making the dump shift straight to Hamid, free bees, pass go, collect $200.
Yep.
Okay. Then that's no action. I will say that I assume you're bolting just straight for the door, going, fuck my life, fuck my life, fuck my life.
Exactly, yep.
Okay, Chris, I'll be fair. I won't make the calls. Chris, what do you think would be a fair, like, the vines are all of a sudden from Krynos to Hamid and booking it, and they're like, what? Difficulty modification on trying to reestablish grapple.
I would say that you have to make. First of all, because it's grapple, diff 7 versus a contested Dex Athletics of starting off, and I'd say double jointed would apply.
Okay.
So she'd be rolling diff 4, and they'd be rolling diff 7.
All right.
Alrighty then.
And it's part of your running, so this is
Yeah.
them trying to go. Oh God!
I think she might get away on this one. Beat 2 successes.
I'm dropping a willpower. Fuck the police.
There's a
I'm
number.
down to 1 willpower.
Woohoo!
I'm down to 1 willpower.
You are about to lose the wolf and the will to live all at once. You're the defender. Congratulations. Pass go and bolt right out the door.
She also spent the willpower, so she technically got 3. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yep. So she's just like, whew. She walks out, and she looks super calm.
Okay, so we need to get this back sort of into motion. So you burst out the door, and it's like, freedom! Oh, damn, there are 2 guys with guns drawn coming right at me. And behind you, booking it, is Lita and Caroline. So we're going to hold that for a second. I know, like, God damn it. How about actually, since Lindsay's got 20 minutes, we're going to try and, before we get to the other 2 who have their situation going on. So, do we want to try and resolve this, or are we going to be ducking back into rounds, ladies?
Well, out of character, I can only stay for 15 more minutes. So
Okay.
if you wanted to do a part 2 of this scene, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
If not, then I think that we should just all try and get the fuck out and we come back another day.
That
Yeah, that's what.
I've got a way to get us to that point. If the players are all right with ducking out and coming back later, because
Yeah.
you guys
I'm even
thought,
cool with Alexander getting
Yeah.
shot a couple of times personally.
Well, we're up behind him. We can probably knock him out or something.
here's what we're doing. If the players are all right with it, I will story it out, and no one's going to die, but there's definitely going to be some marks to show for it. Is that all right with everybody?
Okay.
Okay.
I can get
Yeah.
down with that.
I'm all right
Uh,
with that. Sure.
Chris, Charles, you guys okay with that?
Yeah, I'll take some marks for it. It'll definitely make Alexander vengeful as fuck.
Especially
Yes.
already lost one ball due to time.
Yeah. That's the trickiness of everyone's schedules. Is sometimes these scenes go a little bit further than people.
Hey, it's all good. It happens.
So here's what happens. Immediately, Alexander comes out. It's like, oh, thank God, freedom! Ping! As a bullet comes in and catches her in the shoulder and turns her around to see the two guards making haste as they look super serial, like Lita and Caroline can't see it, but as he's like as the bullet turns Alexandria around, she could kind of see it in their eyes, like the security guards who have that nice demeanor of, oh yeah, we're friendly, nice to meet you and everything, have this like, I will murder you like you touched my children, my family. It's a strange juxtaposition and something to think about as you suddenly are jerked back to reality as you're in Hamid, so this is not soak it, take two lethal. Oh.
Garou are actually capable of soaking lethal and breed.
Okay, what we're just storing this out.
I'll take the two.
Yeah,
I'll take
the gun can go up to 4, so we'll say you soaked 2 of it. And it was just like fuck. At that point, Lita and Caroline get the drop on the 2 guards and knock them out. And it's like, just get the fuck out of here. We'll meet the rest of them at the car. Clearly, tits went sideways. They've got a cart full of cops coming up at them. We need to get out of here now.
Can Alexander do one thing?
Mm-hmm.
She wants the name of the man that shot her.
Officer Bob.
Glorious. Bob what?
Costas. No, I'm just kidding. I hate Bob Costas.
We go with Bob Parker.
Bob Parker sounds great. Bob Parker. I love generic names. Bob Parker. I'll put that in my notes so we can have it for next time. Bob Parker. Officer Bob Parker.
Damn you, Bob Parker.
At this point in time, the people in the office are they're starting to open the door, and you can hear them. We know you're in there. Come out quietly, and that's the security guard spiel. They're kind of a step above rent a cop. At this point, the office window, there's a tap tap tap, and opening the window is, oh yeah, I think both of you recognize him from the last expedition here. It is indeed Mr. Contos. It's like, come with me if you want to keep your lives.
Where it will go. Because I've got the computer in front of me. I'm just going to send a fucking fires to basically the cellware.
Mm-hmm.
Except for I'm not going to actually have it where they can buy out of it. I'm just going to have it just eat up their data. By that I mean
Gotcha.
right over everything.
Basically, distraction.
Yeah, I'm going to distract you while this thing is actually just going to delete everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to open the window.
So he realizes that not everybody has the luxury of having wings. So he has got a nice rope for you guys to make it out the back of the building.
Yep, where we'll go unplug laptop after I've sent that. Put the laptop in the messenger bag, and guess I'm gonna attempt to go down that rope.
You go down the rope. They're coming in quick. Gust is not waiting behind. He goes quickly after the kinfolk, and I assume Endures is quickly following behind.
Yeah.
Along with one bomb.
You know, Theurges aren't supposed to get into combat. I know that everyone's a warrior of Gaia, but you get a nice take-home gift of a nice metal piece of lead in your ass as a nice parting gift from the security guards. So Gust and the kinfolk kind of have to help him because even though actually, no, he can soak it. So by the time you guys get down to the end of the rope, and heal it because it's not your breed form, he's like, son of a fucking, finally he can walk it out after he's healed it, but they're going to have to come pull that lead out later because it's in him. Son of a, okay, I'm good now. I'm good. And you guys make it back to your vehicle. And just as the campus police are making their arrival because they've been buzzed in, and you guys are able to gently kind of make your way quietly out the southern end of the campus, and Gust is piled in with you guys. It's like, you know, I've had some hold my beer, do something stupid moments, but this takes the cake.
Alexandra looks mad as fuck. I'll be real. It's mad salty.
Did y'all
Just gonna
get
be on.
Actually, I'm pretty sure all the girls have like a resting bitch phase right now.
Animated vines.
I'm sure that was your wildest fantasy come to life.
I do not know who you are.
Alexandra? Gus, Alexandra.
He's a bird.
I'm
Yeah,
also
I know
plain.
this. I know who this is. I met you before.
So, and she'll look to Lita and she'll say, so I should give a fuck about what he says?
Hand waggle.
Understood.
He helped us last time. He's helping us this time. So, yeah.
Then I'll owe you a favor, Gust.
So,
Most people I know end that with a sir, but I understand you're Garou, so I'm not going to hold you to that standard.
so
You mean Guster?
No, like, I understand what you're saying, First Lieutenant Contos, sir.
I'll be honest, your military rank means nothing to me.
That's why I wasn't going to hold you to that standard. That'd be not sporting of me, and well,
I do care, however, about your status as a shifter. You didn't quite let me finish that, and she kind of just smirks. I do thank you for rescuing us. Well, them at the very least.
Kind of have my moments where I'm in and out, but you know, it seems to be a mutual project, so I figured I'd drop in on it, and I figured I'd make sure you guys weren't spoiling the ending.
Oh, I can tell you the ending. That greenhouse is going to be a pile of ashes, and the man that shot me, his head is going to be on a spike by the end of it.
Either
Yeah,
that, or
Carol-
it's going to be the best porn on 4chan ever created.
Caroline looks at him and says, "We'll be bringing like all the fire to this place next time."
Yeah, well, you've quite rattled up the bee's nest, so I hope you bring plenty.
Lita,
Yes.
it seems to be established that there are no children there, no students.
No, not in
but,
that area.
but your window on that shrinking, dear furry friends.
Oh, I know. So what we need to do is come back very soon, a little later in the evening, and just put the hurt on this place.
Possibly even at night.
Later might be the better.
Yeah, the later the better.
Hard drive from the office that might have some more information. It looked like they had a bunch of research. I'm like, yeah, look at pests and soil, and fertilizer, and water, soil and water, and soil and fertilizer.
You have fun with that paperwork. I'm sure it's full of very interesting material that'll definitely make your day, or at the very least help you get to sleep at night. Paperwork has never been my thing.
He's got the hard drive, which might have a digital copy of most of it. But I'll see what I can.
Well, I'll leave you to your furry-shaped fun.
It was furry shape.
Goodbye,
Um,
Gust.
and he'll, since it's in the vehicle, he'll just kind of duck down, go all bird, and just kind of look up at the window, and then look back at Alexander, and back at the window, and then back at her.
Actually, out of character, what fucking moon is it? Last I checked, it was a full moon, but that would have been a while ago. So it's a gibbous moon. This explains why Alexandra's hella mad. Also,
Yeah,
do it for the vine.
it should be waning gibbous.
No, waning gibbous indeed.
Oh yeah, you mad as fuck today. Yeah, so she just keeps looking at Gust. And she will take a look at the moon right quick and refresh her rage. Because she is all out of that shit.
And he'll look at the window again, and then back at her.
I do not know. Oh, rolls down the window.
And then
She's intelligence too. In her defense.
that was great. It's like, I don't know what you. Oh, the window. All right.
That was great.
All right. Well, that's all I have for you folks.
Okay.
That was very amusing. But thank you, players, for playing. I'm sorry some of you guys had to cut out early. I bet we had some watchers I can't see, but I'll pretend. We'll catch you next time on Northeast Kansas.